welcome the news to me. My name is Eric Lampert, the overheated bald guy who's here to round up your best picture stories and videos in a spellbinding half hour of television. Now, the suits upstairs call it user-generated content. You are the generator, and the content looks like this. On this week's show, chasing wildfires. Who in their right mind would do such a thing?
Yeah, there was a moment where I was thinking this was a bad idea.
After being forced from his flooding home by authorities, an iReporter sneaks back in to salvage what he can.
Undercover, covert ops.
Impress your friends. Terrify your children. There's no end to what you can accomplish with this guy's help. And a whole lot more. Wildfires are a fact of life in California, so most people weren't terribly surprised when a nasty blaze broke out in the small enclave of Bonny Doon in Santa Cruz County. But at least one guy thought it was a little fishy.
The marine layer this time of year should be too wet for this fire to burn. It's too early in the fire season and temperatures aren't even at their highest yet.
That's renegade journalist Alekz Londos. He is no stranger to danger. Alekz spends a great deal of time tracking down and reporting on wildfires, hoping to give locals up-to-date information about their size and path. And he's always prepared for the worst.
I wear fire protective gear, boots, hard hat, breathing apparatus, camelback. I also have GPS, a cell phone, a police scanner, and other supplies.
But even so, he got in a little too close at the Bonny Doon fire.
Yeah, there was a moment where I was thinking this was a bad idea. I was in the eye of the firestorm.
These fires are unpredictable, fast-moving, and can turn deadly in a flash. An estimated 10 firefighters are killed each year in wildfires like this.
It's intense. It's completely surreal. When the smoke covers the sun, everything's tinted in this brownish-red shadow. Ashes and debris falling from the sky.
The fire scorched hundreds of acres and unfortunately claimed a few homes too. The Bonny Doon fire is under investigation, but Alex's suspicions might prove correct. Police are seeking a person of interest in the case.
We're going in undercover, covert ops.
Hoping to salvage what they could, iReporter Andrew Sherborne and his wife snuck back to their home in Iowa City after being forced to evacuate when the Iowa River overflowed its banks.
They told us to evacuate at 1:30 in the morning. They showed up at the house, banged on the door. I answered in my underwear, and they told me I had 30 minutes to get out.
Just 30 minutes to get everything that mattered to him out of the house that he said he had owned for just 3 weeks. Unfortunately, he did not yet have flood insurance coverage.
Most everybody got out in about 30 minutes just because that's what the cops told them to do, but we said there's no way, we're going to save as much as we can, and we took about 2 hours.
They were almost arrested for taking too long to evacuate, and they did manage to gather up the majority of their most prized possessions. But the water has left their home in ruin. They hope friends and FEMA will help them get back on their feet.
You definitely get a different perspective on life after something like this. Should have had a garage sale a week ago.
Andrew and his wife are trying to keep a sense of humor through it all.
You want me to read you the definition of disaster? Disaster, any happening that causes great harm or damage, serious or sudden misfortune. I think it's a disaster.
If you'd like to get involved by helping victims of the flooding in the Midwest, please go to our Impact Your World page at cnn.com/impact. There's a bright side to the fuel crisis, sun power. Except that, well, I'll let Dutch iReporter Remco van Schellen break the bad news.
There's no sun today?
No sun today.
No sun at the 3rd annual solar-powered boat race. Still, a few clouds weren't going to sink their sun ships. In fact, just to show that it doesn't take very much to make energy out of rays of light, these sun-worshipping Dutch seafarers were able to squeeze just enough sunshine out of the sky to run the race, with one small difference.
Low speed?
Low speed.
Slow speed or not, the race will be remembered for bringing the world of boating a renewable green energy source that is easily collected. Hey, wait a minute, don't we already have something like that? Wind.
She never compromised.
Coming up after the break, the redneck mommy has been through it all.
I didn't remember how to feel anything. I was numb.
She shared her grief with the world, and it helped her recover.
It's twisted on the website, but it's kind of screwed up in real life, too.
Forget Tupperware parties. Times have changed. Impress your friends. Terrify your children. There's no end to what you can accomplish with this guy's help.